everybody. It's episode 30 of the Wheels Blues podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Well, horrible now.
Now we're doing shit.
it
I
in
mean,
there.
it started
Snuck it
started
in
off
there.
so strong.
Snuck it in there.
Sludge.
What?
That was sludge.
What, the drink?
Oh, limoncello.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the way he pronounces syllables and vowels.
What's wrong with how I pronounce shit? Things and stuff. I'm in school. Shut your face. I know how to pronounce things.
Do you?
Yes.
Are you taking linguistics? Are you becoming a phonologist?
Yes.
What?
And
Really? You're becoming a phonologist.
It's a phoneticician. What's that?
No, phonology is the study of language, dog.
Okay, fair enough.
And you can't even say the word you said. So
Dog.
I don't really know how to respond to that.
Talk like that. That's a consonant, dog. Shit.
learn to enunciate, motherfucker. Yeah, it'll be good.
There's
Probably
a
wanna learn
subject and a motherfucking predicate.
You know what this? Did you guys ever see the Onion movie where the armed gunman comes in there?
I think I've seen it.
Okay, so Onion movie's like a spoof thing.
Yeah.
And so there's a skit where a guy with like a fucking mask comes in and he's like, "Hey." And he has the gun out like this in the teller's face, and she's like, "Oh my God, how much money do you want?" And he goes, "I don't want your money. I want a motherfucking job. You give me money, I could only eat for a week, but if you give me a job, that teaches me valuable life skills." And he goes on and on like this, and he gets a job, but he's still like, "Don't talk to me that way, Brenda," and like fucking pistol whipping all the women behind the fucking counter. But he keeps getting promoted because he's actually really good at his job. And his name tag's even armed gunman. He gets an office eventually because he's so good at being a banker that like, well, I would put that in your 401k. He's like, yep, thanks. Yep, come on down and I'll help you out. And anyway, yeah, just
Terrific.
yeah, so good, man.
That's very
The Onion
good.
movie is
That's awesome.
fantastic for that shit.
The Onion movie. Check it out.
The Onion movie, check it out.
I think there's
Endorsed.
a couple of those because I've seen one too, and I don't remember that skit.
and enjoy it because it's thoroughly dated by now.
It is.
Oh,
It's
for
so
sure,
dated. It's like
absolutely.
When did
08.
it come out?
08.
08.
Yeah, it's thoroughly dated. And in my mind, it's still not dated.
Yeah.
But when you watch it, you're like, "Ooh,
Past, bro. What? Living in the past, bro.
getting old, man."
Tyson wishes it was 1965 still.
I wasn't
Dude,
even alive.
That's your era, dog.
Yeah, I wasn't born
Yeah,
then.
watching
Just
the
'cause I was-
Love
just 'cause
Boat
I-
and just kicking
Just
up.
because you were a
Hey,
teenager
hey,
then.
the Love Boat ended in like 1984.
Okay.
And you all know the reference, the plane.
No.
No, I honestly didn't. The only thing I know about the Love Boat is Captain Stubing was the captain,
I
right?
didn't know that.
The only
I had no idea.
plane thing is
The
from-
boss. It's the plane. He's a Spanish guy. Can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
It's this
Well,
little Spanish midget person.
So you and your racist television programs
wow.
from the 60s.
1978.
You and your racist television programs from the 70s. It's really
There was still
irrelevant what
racism in
decade.
1978. I think it was
just because it was tolerated back then
There's still
doesn't mean it didn't exist.
No, there's no racism. No, everyone's living in harmony
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
living in
Oh,
harmony.
really? To tell me about this fucking
Oh,
harmony.
it's great.
Tell me.
Nobody back talks to anybody.
What?
and Everybody's nice and people want to hear what you have to say, and then they offer you a valid retort.
And there's definitely not a dipshit president being
Oh,
given a
no,
Nobel Prize
no,
for killing 1,000,000 people.
Can I look on the internet that you're looking on? 'Cause it's
I would
wrong.
rather you didn't. I'd rather you just take my word for it.
I feel like
as far as
you're using whatever the opposite of the dark web is.
yeah, I'm not using a Tor.
I don't think there is a dark web anymore. I think it's just the web now.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No,
there's
you
a-
don't.
There's
you
still
yeah.
very much a dark web.
I'm pretty sure whatever's on the web is a lot lighter than whatever's on the dark web
I can guarantee
or
that.
the deep web or whatever you call it.
Those are two different things.
But
I think you're.
yeah, I know they're two different things.
There's a
but yeah.
there's a deep web and
Well,
a
I think
dark
the
web.
I think
dark.
he meant the deep state.
I
the-
think there's a dark web, and then there's the deep web.
No, the
There's
deep, the
something-
deep web is just like uncatalogued internet
Okay.
that's
Is
available.
the dark web
The
worse
dark
than the
web
deep
is
web?
like what you need a Tor browser and
Okay, and like you need to know what you're looking for.
yeah, you got to like
You
dot-
find the
yeah,
marketplace.
You use dot
and-
onions.
Yeah. It's fucked up shit there.
Speaking of onions, we were just talking about the Onion movie,
Oh, hey, we were.
That's right.
and then every web address is whatever
Dot onion. Weird. Yeah, stay the fuck away from the dark
Interesting.
web.
Stay away
people.
from the
Stay away.
I
from
do
that.
believe we went and bought cigarettes before we went on that,
Yeah, we did.
and then just sat there and chain smoke going, should we do this?
Remember smoking?
Yeah.
Did you guys get a thrill looking on the dark web?
We didn't
Yeah,
go
some
on the dark web.
necrophilia, We
sorry.
bought a couple kids, whatever.
We didn't actually. We just researched it a little bit.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right.
We got a Tor browser and everything, and that was
Yeah.
like,
Let's not do it.
So I did it without Tyson.
Oh, cool. What was on there?
Eh.
Can you get me like an AK-47?
Why do you need an AK?
I don't know. I just want to say, look what I got from the dark internet.
Theoretically, but like, you know.
$79.95.
Yeah, you can't beat that price. That's like Mogadishu price. You're getting it wholesale.
Yeah, but if you don't pay that $79.95, someone from Mogadishu comes and steals your kidney.
Is that what happened?
I would
I don't
assume
think they
so.
send you a gun and then wait for payment.
Yeah.
I don't know how the dark web works.
Is that like a COD on the dark web? Do they got layaway or?
Hey man, I'm just gonna go and pick myself up an ounce of cocaine. Cool if I front it? No, it's not.
Maybe the dark web has payment plans like Amazon. You don't know.
No, it's all Bitcoin.
Does Amazon have payment plans?
No. I was thinking.
gonna say,
Oh, but you know what does have payment plans?
What does have
Oh.
payment
The
plans?
new Xbox Series S and Series X.
You can
really?
pay that shit in
You could
payment
get
plans.
for $30 a month for 2 years.
For
you
real?
can get a Xbox Series S with Game Pass.
That's
Wow.
actually really cool.
That's a
That's
really
really
good-
cool.
Wait. So how does this work? Like, what if you go to Walmart and pick this fucking
You don't.
this system?
You buy it from Microsoft.
So you buy it from Microsoft online. They send it to you. You pay them $30 a month. Like, what do you sign like a contract when you buy the thing?
it's like
Okay.
a phone thing.
Okay. I guess that's kind of a good idea
They're
because
doing it
it'll
with
help
the
a lot
S
of
and the
people
X.
buy it.
And the Game Pass thing, right? Like, so apparently the S is going to be supported for about 2 years, and it's like bridging the gap. Like it will play next gen titles, but after 2 years it won't. But you already have like the huge back catalog of, like, you know.
Why would they just
all of
stop
everything.
working after 2 years to play next gen titles?
Well, because next gen titles will have to be dumbed down for the Series S,
Oh, okay.
right? So it'll work on the Series X.
So it's like you want the Xbox, whatever the fucking new Xbox is called, because it's always got a weird fucking name. It's not like PlayStation that just goes by numerical order and everything makes sense. It's like Xbox fucking
It's artistic.
Series
artistic.
fucking something.
But yeah, and even just like the cost of the Series S, which is like what, $300 American.
Yeah, $300 American.
So
well,
you're-
what's the original one called? Xbox
Just the
Series
Xbox.
X.
Oh, yeah, Series X is the new,
Of course,
like the
fucking
next gen thing.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
But you know, like realistically, man, it's really not that bad. They both stream, like they both play up to 120 frames per second, 8K with the Series X. But like, really, fuck, you know, I don't even know what 4K looks like on my TV because the internet in this town is kind of bad, and I don't have 4K cables.
And you don't
So-
have 4K PlayStation.
No, I don't.
But if you have a smart TV, whatever the
Wait,
fuck is going on,
wait,
on
wait,
no,
whoa,
hang
whoa,
on, hang
whoa.
on. If you have a 4K smart TV, whatever the fuck you watch on, like you rent on Netflix or watch on Netflix, that's 4K.
It's supposed to be, but like the internet's kind of bad. Like we watched a horror movie the other night, and I was like, "When's it gonna stop buffering?" And I never did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
I
just kinda
fucking have
shit.
zero problems watching
I
4K.
see, and I've
I
just
don't
got like
have
the fucking
problems either.
fiber gig fucking internet.
I don't
too,
even have
so-
that. I have like regular 5G or 4G, whatever 5G, whatever it is.
You have the cancer
But-
giving internet.
I've had it for years.
5G,
But
yeah.
you know, like, so the Series S is like they've announced it. It was via a leak apparently, and then they officiated it. But like, I kind of feel like they've won the price war already because you can play next gen games with the Series S. Also have that back catalog because it's part of the payment plan of $30 a month or whatever, 35 Canadian, I think, a month. Of like 10,000 plus games.
Yeah, but
and it's no disk drive, but it's still like 4K. The GPU and CPU are kind of similar. It's just,
So are you getting a Xbox then instead of a PS5?
No, he's not.
dude, I did that once because the PS3 was like $600 and,
I know.
and a 360 was $300.
I know. I was there when we did that together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it was the biggest mistake of your life not buying Sony.
no, it was
I
fine.
like
and also,
Xbox
I didn't even
360.
pay for it. Roberta bought it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I like Xbox 360. I thought it was a better.
360
yeah, I thought it was
good,
better
but
than PS3.
I don't agree with that even remotely, but
I
it was-
won't.
For the price, it was good. But like, I don't. Oh man, I had an infographic up to quote stuff from it.
No,
but-
I'm gonna buy the PS5 this time. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna buy a
and
fucking
like
Xbox.
realistically, they've sold
It's not
the
a problem.
they sold the PS3 at a loss of like $80 a console, and allegedly it's about $450 production and parts costs, manufacturing costs. That's not boxing, shipping, retailing costs, So they'll
Marketing
they'll
costs, all
probably
that shit.
If they're gonna sell the PS5 at $500, it's probably gonna be at a loss of about it'll be at a loss of
And you got to think like these
probably
guys have been.
$100. But also with the advent of digital, anything that's sold on the PSN store, 30% of that goes to Sony. anything, they own a heap of small companies. Like anything Insomniac puts out, that money just is in the PlayStation domain, right? Like,
Which, and if
so
they
you-
keep releasing shit like Spider-Man, like, I mean, they're gonna make
Well, and
all
that's just-
kinds of
They're,
cash.
they're
just
gonna
it.
make a shit ton of
they're,
money.
they're not, there's no like, okay, we've got these couple of exclusives, but like PlayStation is like, well, we have these exclusives, we have these blockbuster, narrative-driven, amazing, beautiful video games, and that's not just the only reason I'm buying a PlayStation, but like I've been gaming on PlayStation since the PS1. I love that shit. I don't give a fuck if I can't play my PS1 games on a PS5. I don't. It would be cool if I could, but they did that with the PS3, and that thing was fucking overcost and overclocked and fucking gigantic and weighed like 26 pounds because it had an emulator in there to play all these other games. And I don't care. Like, I got a PS3 I can play my PS1 games on, or a PS1. I've got a PS2. I've got that shit. And if I really want to go back, I can go back. And if I don't, then fuck it. I don't care.
I always think it's funny when people are whining about back compatibility. Like, do you really want to play those old games? Like, the whole reason you buy the new
Well,
system.
kind
As
of.
someone who plays
whole
those
reason-
old games, like I play old games.
Yeah,
all
but
the time.
you play them on your new system, or like on the system they were created on.
Yes, but not everyone like manages to keep their systems.
That's
or
true.
can afford to.
That's true. That's true.
You know, you have a back catalog of games. It would be sweet to put the disc in and just go, "Hey, sweet, now I have this game on here."
Yeah, I suppose, but it just seems like people are just like wanting their cake and eating it too. Which it's
Of course.
your money. You're the one paying for it, right? So I guess
But
get the most for your dollar.
I only really started buying mad digital games with the PS4 generation anyway. So if those work on my PS5, I'm happy. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could start downloading PS1 games on the PSN, because I play like PS2 games that I've downloaded on the PS4 and they work fine. It would be great. I'd love to replay the original first 3 Resident Evils or whatever and have trophy support for them. Yeah. But realistically, if I can pay $30 a month to have an Xbox Series S, and then I can play all my old Xbox games, I'm not opposed to doing that. Maybe that'll be my secondary system. Like, I'll buy a PS5, but I'll pay $40 a month to have the new Xbox too.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
Why
okay.
not?
Yeah.
And I won't play it as much, but I'll be able to fucking play Alan Wake. I'll be able to play Hellblade 2, and that damn near justifies the cost for me if those games are like, I love Alan Wake and Hellblade 2.
Actually, yeah, Hellblade 2 seems like it's worth it enough for Xbox. That game looks really awesome.
I hope it's good though. Like, maybe it goes different. Maybe it takes a different route, because that game's pretty special, the first one. But yeah, I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Please finish.
But like, we could all just spend $14,000 Canadian on solid
No,
gold PlayStation
it's not going to be
5s.
that much.
No, for the solid gold one is.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, no one's.
Or you
like,
could get the platinum.
Why the
Are you kidding
fuck
me?
would
If-
you buy
if I
that?
That's
had,
the
like,
one that Kanye West buys.
If I had $700 million in the bank, I would have been like, solid gold. Give me the platinum, bitch.
Yeah,
If they have
I don't
platinum
think
ones
I
as
would
well,
buy a
I would do
place.
that.
I don't think I would, even if I think if I had $700 million, I'd just buy something else.
Well, it
No,
wouldn't
because I would have
cost-
bought and everything already. I'd have my house, I'd have my rocket car, I'd have my jet.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, well,
You'd have your premium Brazzers
I
account.
mean, I'd have my premium browsers. And then I'd be like, well, I was just gonna wipe my butt with this 14 grand, so I might as well buy the
Are
gold.
you still wiping your own butt at that time?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, if you're
actually,
a
now that you
peasant.
mention, no, probably not. Probably not.
You
Get
don't
in
want-
here,
you-
butt wiper.
You don't want someone to wipe your own ass. It's not as cool as you guys think.
It's called the bidet, dog.
I know. I'm gonna get one of those shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be awful.
But you just said that.
But if a bidet wipes your butt, it's probably rad.
Actually, I've used it once, and
It's clean.
I think it would have to be like I'd have to use it the second time, because the first time you're like,
Well,
The very whoa, that's
this
a
is-
little bit
this
invasive.
is weird.
right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
you're
you
right.
can-
That's a good
I
word
think
for
you
that.
can control the power of the bidet.
You can, but you
on
also
your-
have to make sure that you're positioned correctly, or it just like fucking pounds your testes.
Yeah, you can control like the water temp and all that
Fair
shit.
enough, fair enough.
Well, yeah.
You're just on the ground rolling around. What the fuck happened? I
thought
was
shit.
sitting too far back.
Wife comes in. Why is there shit everywhere? Well, I fucking went to wash my ass and bam, testes on the ground. Fucking made me shit myself.
You won't understand.
I'm at Eric _83. By the
Oh
way,
fuck, we
in
forgot.
case
about-
you're-
Hey, we
you're
forgot.
wondering.
You're 30 episodes in, and we forgot about that.
Everyone's sitting like, who are these guys?
Bunch of
After
fucking
30
clowns.
episodes, they don't know. They don't deserve to know.
Whoa. What about the little kid that's sitting by the McDonald's stealing the Wi-Fi to listen to the Wheels Blues show for the first time?
Fuck him too.
Because he heard.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
I'm with you, little buddy.
If the little
we got you.
little kids should not be listening. To
not
this.
all of us
They
want to
should
throw
not be
away our
listening.
fans.
Little kids should not be listening to this.
Hey, man, I'll take a listener. A listener's a listener.
Come on.
I don't care.
I don't
It's
want
not up to me. I'm
want-
not his parent.
It's
my
not-
kid. Well, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna let
want-
my kid listen to this shit.
I don't want. I don't want a 12-year-old listening to what I say.
I think a
12 years
12
old is plenty old enough.
Yeah.
Grow up.
They're already drinking.
What were you doing at 12?
Not drinking, you heathens.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Wheels.
I
Not
wasn't
at
drinking
12.
at 12 either, but I was watching god awful horror films and playing violent video games.
Well, yeah, so
That
was I.
explains a lot.
Does it?
I was
Yes.
doing that too, and I'm not.
Gesturing towards Sid. Oh, okay. Well,
I was already drinking like a derelict.
He didn't know what it meant when I said it to
Hey,
him.
I thought it was hilarious.
So you started that good early, did you?
Oh, hell yeah. I've been working
Nice.
on this for a long time.
Nice,
I'm proud
nice,
of that.
nice,
I'm proud of that.
You should. You should.
It's been about a decade, eh?
It's been a decade of destruction.
and I'm at
Literally.
Tin Can Blues. And I have also been somewhat destructing my body for 10 years as well.
Says this skinny kind of.
It doesn't mean I haven't been
Skinny
destroying
guy
it.
that goes to the gym.
Yeah, I
and
know. Yeah,
takes care of
yeah.
himself.
I'm
Yeah,
wrecking
not
my
really.
body.
It's not like
Yeah.
I haven't been pounding Doritos and beer for like 10 years too. So
Good. I wish I could do that and
Hold my
do
bag
that,
of
yeah.
paint while I take this line of meth.
Yeah.
I'm Squeed. SKW I'm happy to be here.
you did say that to me one day
Yeah.
when we were living together, and
You
I didn't
wouldn't
question
hold my
it.
fucking bag of paint, you fucking cunt. You know how
course I
difficult
did.
it
We're
is to do rippers of meth when you're holding the goddamn bag of chrome?
I shaved your head and helped you dye it red and blue
It was
while
anything
you were
green, but
probably
whatever.
high.
I was not high.
I was.
Those were different times.
I was.
I'm at Mighty Wheels, and why were you holding a bag of paint? A
To
bag
breathe
of-
in the
a
fucking
bag,
fumes, guy.
A
Fuck.
bag of paint? That's a thing. It's a bag of paint.
Well, yeah, you get it from aerosol. You're not just gonna sit there and spray a cake.
I think we shouldn't. I think
don't know. Do I look like I know?
Yeah, you do.
I'm
Yes.
kind of like
Yeah, you do.
that was like a
You look
Beatles
like you
moment
should, for
where
sure.
John and Paul sang into the same microphone. That was
I love when they do
that was beautiful.
Beautiful man.
Daniels
beautiful.
and Mighty Wheels in the same fucking microphone.
What are we talking about today? There.
Well, things have
Boss
kind of
man?
got off the rails already, and the boss man just left. I think he went to have a smoke.
Well, you can be the boss man for 2 minutes while he's.
Yes, fucking sweet. Let's talk about the Oilers.
I don't want to talk about the Oilers.
Well, you shouldn't have made me the boss man.
I want to talk about the Raptors.
Oh, okay. I want to talk about the Raptors
yeah,
too.
they're winning right now, 35-31.
35-31. It was 35-29 a little while ago. But go Raps, go Game 7.
Go Raps, go! Woo!
Go Raps, go Game 7.
Kyle Lowry, best basketball player of all time.
Serge Ibaka.
He's pretty rad too.
I like Serge Ibaka. He hits threes, man, like nobody's business. He hits them.
He hit like 3 threes.
Fuck. With the game I watched, he hit
They
every
don't
one.
win that game without Kyle Lowry.
Okay, I agree. But like I like Ibaka.
I like everybody on that team. I think
I
that
like
whole team
Ibaka.
is.
I think Ibaka's my favorite.
The
player
only
on that
one
team.
that's not pulling their socks up is Pascal
really
Siakam.
because he's very good too.
He is very good, but he's not been very good this series.
Well, he's young.
He is very
He's young. Like
That's true.
let's
He's-
like his
yeah.
first year being a pretty
Really,
right?
really, he's young, so he gets slack. But other certain young athletes don't get the slack.
Who?
He gets slack.
Who am I supposed to give slack to?
Darnell Nurse.
Darnell Nurse isn't young. He's like 27.
Pascal Siakam is 27.
Yeah, well, that's young in basketball.
What do you know? It's not. What are you talking about?
Siakam's, I don't know how old he is. And I think
I'm
Darnell
telling you
Nurse is
how
about,
old he is.
he's 27? I think Nurse is like 25 actually. So
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, you know what Nurse is. I know what Nurse is. He is what he is.
Maybe Siakam is what he is. He's a good regular season player that doesn't show up in the playoffs.
Well, then,
Like
I guess
Darnell Nurse,
GM, there's
apparently.
a GM that's supposed to make the call on that kind of shit. So
You do not disparage Masai Ujiri on this podcast. He is the best GM in basketball.
yeah, well, I won't disagree with you.
Yeah, okay,
Put
good.
together a championship team in my lifetime.
Yes,
so
yes,
hey,
yes.
there you go. That's one better than any hockey team I've ever fucking cheered
That's
for.
very, very true.
Actually, well, I can't say that. It was in my lifetime.
You were
Like,
technically alive when they won.
technically alive when they won like 3 cups when I was alive. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I never. I mean, I was fucking so young.
That was
Anyway, yeah, the Raps. I mean, I really want them to get by the Celtics tonight because I want to
Hey.
keep watching.
No.
I want to keep watching
Yeah, me
basketball.
too. Me
so.
too, for sure.
Hey, what?
Director's back. What's up?
Oh yeah, the director's back. Finally, we fucking didn't know what the
Finally.
fuck we were supposed to
We
be
had no
doing.
idea what
Well,
we
you
were
have it on your page.
Yeah, we've just been fucking talking about the Raptors
Well, the
I'm
score is
lost if you're not
40-37 right now
for the Raps.
for the Raps.
Oh,
I'm lost if you're not directing.
Well, it's okay. So we got we got bullshit my line, bullshit my line.
That sounds about right.
Just did not get some lines because we're
Not
not
when
talking
we're
about
talking
sports.
sports.
We're not talking about it.
Sid
now.
plays PS Vita.
The Raptors are killing another big win.
All my lines are in the bathroom, dog.
This is where this happens.
That
Sorry,
has to
Mom.
be our next new soundbite. Listen for it on episode 31, folks. That will be our next new soundbite.
But yeah, if you're not getting hype around the basketball, I don't know, but you're probably one of them Resident Evil folk who
Weirdos
just kind of brood by themselves in the dark.
thinking about zombies.
He only likes to tickle the balls of eBay.
I almost spit my beer out on the
almost lost it.
Roadcaster. I almost lost it there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Raptors go Raps.
Go Raps, go.
Kinda
We'll
like-
see what happens. I hope they keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
What else you got going on? Something
got-
about spoilers or something? Or-
Spoilers? We got
Spoiler alert: the Raptors are gonna win Game 7.
There. Well,
the
now
only spoiler alert I've ever heard from you that I actually liked.
You ruined
That's,
it.
that's fair. That's fair.
You ruined it.
You ruined
It's like
it.
everything are spoilers.
I might
Fuck.
have jinxed them.
What if I was DVRing the fucking game and I was gonna watch it when I go home after recording this podcast?
Well, then, spoiler alert: the Raptors win Game 7.
Well,
there
spoiler
it is.
etiquette though. Like what the fuck? Because I hate spoilers.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
But where's the line? Because there has to be a line. Because I feel like, I feel like it gets blurred a lot.
So like a line like it's been 3 months since that movie, sports show, TV show, whatever
Oh,
came
3
out.
months is way like. Oh yeah, like absolutely. Like if someone's on you about something that happened 3 months ago, then what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
I don't know. I like
Big movie like Star Wars, whatever, Marvel. You got 2 weeks to get to the theater. If you can't get to the theater in 2 weeks,
Dude, we get those movies 2 weeks after they come out in theaters.
well, okay. But for that would
You-
pertain for us in the bubble. But then you would have to stay on social media, and you can't. You know, you can't.
I
really-
do like I mute like when I think when Endgame. No, I saw Endgame pretty quick. I think when Infinity War came out, I was like muting like Iron Man, like
Yeah.
anything to fucking do with it. And I ended up watching it on Netflix, and I was like, wow, that movie was fucking awesome. But like I didn't hear shit about it. Just I stayed away from it. And eventually the spoilers died down when
Yep.
when the movie quits being like the new hot thing.
Yeah.
The spoilers died down, and you don't have to worry about it. So, but like, yeah, I agree.
2 weeks for a movie.
Okay, I hate I hate video game spoilers too, and
Yeah.
and
See, that's because if you're not gonna play it,
I think video
Yeah, if you're
games you
not-
should get like a month.
If you're not
Well,
gonna
yeah.
play it, yeah, that's the thing. Like I feel most people schedule if a game's like, 15 to 20 hours, you could beat that in a month if you have like a full breadth of things to do in your regular life. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't just play one video game till it's complete. Like
I try to now because I only really have time to do one thing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying okay, I'm gonna play Last of Us 2, and I'm only gonna play that till it's done. Then I'll move on
have
to.
you gotten any further?
Nope, because Last of Us 2 is a fucking pain in the ass.
It's not that. It's not.
I did try again. I did turn it on
not
again.
that
Justin fucking beat it.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah, but it's a
Not that
pain
hard.
in the ass.
No,
Like,
it's not.
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun, and then it was like fucking dogs and fucking more zombies that are fucking.
have you turned down
impossible.
the difficulty?
No.
No, you
No,
won't do that.
no,
right?
I didn't do it yet. I was thinking about
Yeah.
it,
That's
Do
a
it for
tough.
the
It's
narrative,
tough, man.
but
It's
I'm
tough.
already on the second to lowest. Like I'm on the next one from the
Oh,
lowest.
you're not on normal?
Maybe that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on like the one
just
that's
played
like
on
the
the
default
standard.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that the second from the lowest?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, but they've just added like 2 super hard difficulties too.
Oh,
right?
great.
So-
Fuck, that'll help.
Well, it won't because
honest to God, the dogs showed up, and I was like, "This is a fucking annoying."
Yeah, the
to
dogs are a
play.
bitch. They get stressful. I go through a lot of.
It's not
pop
really
bottle
like I'm like,
silencers.
you know, I'm just like it annoys me. I'm like,
Because you know, with the fucking knife, man, it's so easy to take everybody out. The dogs make it complicated, but you should have a full stock of goddamn supplies. Like
I do, but
there
my
was-
shotgun
there was-
has 2 bullets.
Don't use your fucking shotgun.
My other gun has like 5 bullets.
How are you so fucking bad with you? I'm always at capacity with ammunition until
but
I come
doesn't
to
the-
like one part.
Doesn't the gun have a maximum like 5 bullets?
Do you
Yeah, but
upgrade
then you
your
can have
weapons?
extra ammunition.
You can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
guns with more bullets.
Yeah, but I upgraded like a ton of shit on there already. Like every time I get to a
You
workbench,
can get
I'm like, oh, I
better
gotta get.
guns that have
No,
more than
you
5
d-
bullets.
No, it's,
I don't know. You get like,
but the handgun could get up to like 7 or 9, I think.
yeah, you make it more stable so you can shoot. Because I was
Yeah.
my shooting was shit. I was missing, so I made sure to make it more stable.
See, I found the shooting so much easier in this one than the first one.
Yeah, I did too.
Maybe
like
it's
the
just because
shooting
I
in the
played through
first
the
one.
first one on Grounded beforehand.
I like
which
the
is
first one
fucking
shooting.
difficult. I hated it. I hated it. It made me think of like, you know, like the Uncharted games. I hated the shooting in those
Well, it makes
until
sense.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything up until Uncharted 4.
Like, Uncharted 2 is probably my favorite to play through, aside from the shooting. The fourth, the shooting was fucking good. Finally.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
But like Uncharted 2 had the best story, I feel.
And just to circle back to spoilers, I think with video games, I think that's the only time I'll allow the well, you're poor, fuck you. Like I'm talking about this game.
Well, no, because you can avoid a conversation, right? Like,
But if you want to be included, and you're like, oh hey guys, I haven't been like, nah, that's been for 2 months. Like either buy it or fuck you, dude. Like
Should have get off the pod.
Yeah. It's $80, but
But it's hard to dedicate. Like I had a hard time getting through Fallen Order.
okay.
I just kind of was like,
Also,
you know?
avoid spoilers here if you can, because
Yeah, no,
I'm still
I-
waiting for it to go
I
on
have
sale.
nothing to. I don't feel there's even anything to spoil really,
Okay.
because it's a whole new storyline.
It's
okay.
funny,
Yeah,
like the difficulty settings. It's like master, and then there's like Jedi, and then like the lowest one is fucking sightseer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know, like, hey, you know what? I appreciate the fact that there are games that I played where the difficulty is ridiculous, but I love the environments. I love the fucking story. I love the experience of being in those worlds, and the get good mentality. I'm just like, I play too many video games to get good at one to the point where I can get really good at it. Like, you know.
I'll never understand shit like that. Like, you're not a real gamer unless you're like playing online and you're fucking high skilled and like all this competitive online. Like, fuck
I feel
off.
that way about
Like,
Call of Duty,
fuck
but
off,
only because
like-
I'm really good at Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
The only
Fuck
But
off.
other games,
like-
like you're like, fuck you.
I honestly, I hit a Reddit thread the other day about gaming, and it was like, well, they're not real gamers. They just play
That
for
was
fun
your
by
first mistake
themselves.
going
in
on
their-
Reddit.
Like, they're not real gamers. They're just playing by themselves in their house for fun on a single player mode. They're not even playing online.
but these
You're
are
like,
kids.
whoa, what
Yeah,
the
fuck
fuck?
These are kids
Fuck
who grew
you,
up
like-
gaming being prevalent, a not a counterculture thing, and it being primarily online gaming. Like these
There
are
are
kids that
some-
grew up that
Yeah,
like,
like,
when they
it's
were
like-
14, Fortnite came out.
Yeah, you're not even a real gamer because you know, like, fuck off. Like,
There are some salty crews that
Yeah.
like that have kids.
But
I've
that kinda-
noticed it like on GTA, on Call of Duty,
Yeah.
like you get like 4 of them. They will fight. It's like I'm a grown ass man, all right. Like I have a grown ass man that has been owned by children. When the point you're like,
Which is fine,
I
but
have to quit
Which is
this. I
fine,
gotta
but
find a
these
new
kids
lobby.
are like, you know, that's the only game they play.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
and probably mom and dad have paid their fucking for that
of course,
Lamborghini
of
and
course.
shit.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, we'll grow up and pay taxes, and I'll take you fucking seriously.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, man, growing up, video gaming was like 1 or 2 people, you know.
Until Goldeneye.
Fuck right, and you know, yeah. Until I had a friend that had a 64, I remember buying a multi-tap, and there was maybe 3 of us most of the time, sometimes a 4th, playing Red Faction on the PS2. The PS2. But I had to buy a controller thing for that, and like realistically, man, like my buddy Gordon, him and I would just stay up till like 3 a.m, passing the controller back and forth, going through narratives. You and
I like that
when
way.
fucking The Last of Us came out, man. We beat it in 3 nights, eating pizza, drinking beer, and passing the controller back and forth. And you know what? Like, these are solo narrative experiences, and that's being a gamer. Oh, you have to turn down the difficulty because you enjoy the experience of playing the game.
Or you just want to beat apart, but like you say, like you know, it's like no, I haven't turned down the difficulty because you hit some, you like you hit a spot, and you're trying and you're trying and you're trying and you can't, and you know it's just you just.
Well, I'm like, well, fucking Wheels beat it.
Well, even just when you play a game on normal,
I'm okay with
it's just
some
like
video games.
you want to be able to play it on the standard difficulty, right?
Yeah,
Except NHL.
Like I get it. You want to. Like,
Yeah.
and there's a part of me that enjoys games that don't have difficulty settings.
It's
Like-
funny because you use video games as an escape to entertain, yet you want that realistic experience, that down to earth. Like when I'm playing Call of, like that's why I don't turn down. Like I don't want to play with stupid bots because I want to be challenged. I want to die. Like you know what I mean.
You won't get better unless you're challenged.
And
Yeah.
you wouldn't feel accomplished. Like you beat it, you would
Yeah.
be like, eh.
Like
Instead,
I
you
brought
beat
up,
it, you're like, yeah, fuck you, suck my dick, you motherfuckers. You know, like,
yeah, that's how you clear a room,
yeah,
son.
fuck you. Yeah.
Like I remember, I think I brought it up on the show. Like I like seeing my brother, like playing like MLB, and he's got the computer stuck on stupid, so he's winning like 79-2 in like the third inning, and I'm like, how are you finding? And he's like, oh, another grand slam for Batista. And I'm like, how's that fun for you?
Yeah, but that's fun though.
I want to lose a nail biter. You know what I mean? I
that's
wanna,
different. I like being
But
like
there's no,
godlike in those games.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I can't.
I like it in RPGs, but I like that it took me fucking 80 hours to earn being godlike.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
is rad. That's why I like Morrowind so much because you can become a god in that game, and it's not like Skyrim where you can just become a god. It's
Yeah.
like you can Morrowind, you can become
Man,
a god.
That took us
but
like 5 hours of fishing, though.
yeah. But in Morrowind, you can become a god just by playing through a lot of the side missions, and like you just become, you find like secret armor that's like, there's no way you would find that if you just did the main. Like you have to do this extra shit.
You could also beat that game in under an hour.
You can beat that game in 30 seconds, but
Okay, but like not glitch.
okay, yeah. Well, you can beat that game pretty quick.
But
I mean, you can't beat it as quick as Skyrim, which when I fucking beat Skyrim, I was like, wait, that's it?
but it's not it because the world isn't.
Well, there was
the
all this
core
other
s-
shit, but like the main story was over, and I
The
was like,
core-
wow, that took me like 2 sittings
The,
to
the
get
core,
through that.
The core storyline of that game's kind of shit anyway.
Yeah, well,
The world that is there.
the world is
fucking
amazing.
awesome.
That was probably my favorite. Like Morrowind is a great world, but Morrowind is the best story of any Elder Scrolls game. Skyrim is the greatest depth.
Yes, yeah.
The greatest depth, and Oblivion's kind of in the middle. It has the best of
Oblivion was the stepping point. I
Yeah,
feel
it
where
has-
they shifted the dynamic.
Yeah.
but it was the first console release too.
Yeah,
right?
and well, in Oblivion have like you have like the Imperial City, like
And I'm
the
pretty sure
big city.
I'm pretty sure Bethesda's still using the original engine, right? From like the first style.
Well, not like Morrowind engine.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty
I don't think
close.
it's even Oblivion engine. I think they have a new engine. I don't even know what it is.
Allegedly.
No, that's the Skyrim engine. I'm pretty sure
Well, that
those
can't be
fucking
new.
guys are
Please,
just gonna
sweet-
release.
That can't be new.
No, Skyrim engine's 2011 new.
No, it can't be new. It may have been a tweaked or upgraded. Oh, no.
I don't know, but anyway, yeah, no. Morrowind's rad, Skyrim's rad. It's all kind of rad.
But you know what? Like games you like with the challenge are fucking awesome. Because I remember when like the Resident Evil 2 remake came out and I was playing it, and the Force Survivor is so fucking hard. And I remember like beating it, and that was like the thing that popped my platinum. And I was going through it, and I made it to the end finally, and I get hit by something, and I'm like, I'm fucking dead, and it didn't kill me, and I'm fucking lurching to the gate, and these things that are chasing me, I don't know how they didn't get me because they're faster than me when I'm injured as shit, and I get there, and I was standing up, I was sweating, I was fucking like, holy fuck. I called Chad, and I was like, yo, dude, fuck, guess what I did? I just fucking platinumed RE2. It was like, and I was like, it was fucking amazing. But it was so hard. Like it took me a long time. That like last year, I think that had out of my like, it was my number one play game. I think it had like 86 hours in it or something like that, which throughout the amount of video games I play that's a lot. 'Cause I play a lot of games for a little bit and then go, because PS Now.
Yeah,
Like I find myself going, ooh, what's this?
Yep.
I've
you-
got so many games with 0% trophies, which is starting to bother me.
Have you finished Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
No.
I haven't played any like fucking TV console games in probably 8 or 9 days. Tonight I played some Hitman because I was like, I've got like half an hour before the pod. Play some Hitman, played a bit of Tony Hawk, but no, I haven't played anything where I have to sit down. Tomorrow's the day for that. Shannon works 8 to 1, so
Nice. Right on, right on.
5 hours of loser time.
Sweet. So yeah, spoiler. It's don't fucking use them.
Holy shit, yeah. Dude, yeah, but okay, yeah.
Oh,
so
good.
for games, a month is good. The shit they did with like The Last of Us 2 before it even came out, that's absolute garbage. People like speculating or finding leaks, that shit bothers me because
That shit
if
bothers
I'm
me too,
excited
man.
about a new game, I want to be surprised by it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to go into it and go, oh shit.
The theorizing
'cause
bothers me too. I
yeah.
don't really like that.
I like thinking about it. Just like, I saw the trailer for RE8 and I was like, oh yeah, cool. But then there's like people that work at Capcom or know people there, and like the Resident Evil Twitter community is full of like people going, well, I'm off fucking Twitter until February now because people are ruining this game that isn't even at the alpha stages yet.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit. Like if a game comes out, give it a little bit and then talk about it. Fuck it. And if you want, you can mute stuff on social media. You can, you're talking to your friends. Usually they go, oh, have you played this?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not there? Okay, I won't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because there's respect.
Games a month, movies 2 weeks, TV shows 1 week.
I feel like TV shows are
Network,
tricky
network.
because not everybody's watching the same TV show.
No,
and,
you got it's like what? Like so the average show like drama is 40 minutes.
yeah, and then
You have 40 minutes. You can find 40 minutes. Take your goddamn phone into the toilet when you shit and watch the
I
show,
know
man.
I know the majority of the TV shows that we've all like watched collectively together, we haven't all watched in the same time frame, so I haven't been able to talk about it with like anybody.
Yeah,
Such
yeah.
as?
Like I still haven't finished Game of Thrones because it takes time to work through it, man. I just personally, I just fucking hate serialized shit. I just do. I used to.
Why do you hate serialized shit? Because you like video games.
I do like video
serious,
games. That's
but
not fucking serialized.
It's kind of serialized. There's
It's
like,
broken up
there's, like-
into my choice of playtime. I just like. I don't know, man. I just hate.
I'm
going,
not criticizing, I'm
sweet,
just
I have
curious.
to watch 600 hours of this one show.
Yeah, but it's fine if you start getting into it because you're like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah,
I
if
get
you
into
enjoy
but
it,
then
yeah.
and I enjoy it. I just kind of get to a point where I'm like,
Well, I get it when you're like, I fucking another season, like fuck.
or
like,
it's just like, okay, well, I've had my fill of this for a bit, like, because I restarted Game of Thrones because Shannon got into one of the episodes I was watching. I was like, okay, we could start from season 1. So like, I think we're fucking, oh god, I think we're only on season 4 or something. But that's a lot, you know.
No, it is a lot
And,
to
like,
start.
Has the Snow King not come yet?
Oh yes, he's just.
I've never watched the show.
He's just coming in.
He's just coming in.
He just shows up.
I'm impressed that I even got that right. The Snow King.
But like, I can binge X-Files because the Monster of the Week episodes.
Yeah.
it breaks up the.
Yeah.
Because you get to season 8 and 9 of that series.
There is
and
a
it's like-
serialized piece to it, but it's not even really a big part of the show.
Yeah, there's like 3 mainstay storylines throughout
Yeah.
that series of 9.
Mulder's
years.
sister, fucking, and that's really the only one. I
And
can
also
remember.
spoiler,
Scully's cancer.
spoiler alert, it's called the Night King, not the Snow King.
fuck.
Well,
Spoiler alert, you're a douche.
fucking typical Justin. It's been 4 years since that show ended.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Like someone's gonna yell at you for like Breaking Bad or something. Like if you be,
Oh, yeah, no, but
yeah,
please though, like, well, I could say please don't spoil it, but like, fuck, man.
Well, fucking. Have
Here's-
you not watched El Camino, man? He's cooking meth on
'Kay.
Mars.
Okay,
bro.
I've watched like the first 3 seasons of Better Call Saul, which is probably it's
You
a
haven't
very,
watched Breaking Bad, but you've watched Better Call
I've watched
Saul.
3 seasons of Breaking Bad, but then Netflix didn't have another season, so I was like, shit. And then by the time the next season came out, I forgot what happened, and I just kind of didn't bother with it. But I heard it has the best ending of any TV show out there, so I really don't want it spoiled. But I mean, it's fair enough.
Like the
It's-
series
yeah.
finale.
So do
of
you
Breaking
legit
Bad.
not know what happens at the end of Breaking Bad?
No, I legit don't know, and please don't tell me. Please don't tell me.
For real, you don't
It's
know?
been a
Please don't
week.
That's right.
I
We
haven't
just
even
put these
watched that
rules in.
show, but I know a podcast that'll tell me everything I need to know in the next
I
5
don't
minutes.
even.
Okay, well
I don't
then-
even like that show. and I
Okay,
know
well,
what
let me
happens.
listen.
I never
Let-
watched the show, and I know what happened.
Let me at least listen to the podcast and hear it that way.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to hear like the drug out story.
Like-
Oh,
like
yeah, because
this
those guys are
podcast?
doing it's like fucking Jesse and whatever.
yeah, the thingy. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
oh, I was talking about there's an awesome podcast called Knockback that
No.
they just did a 3-episode thing on the 4 seasons in the movie.
Okay, well
and
then.
each podcast is about 3 hours long where they just discuss the season 1 and 2, season 3 and 4, season 5 and
Okay.
Knockback.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Podcast is-
Because
I can't
this
believe
would be.
you should listen.
I should
to
listen to
Knockback.
that because I would like to.
Not necessarily about Breaking Bad, but that podcast in general you would love.
Because if I'm ever gonna watch Breaking Bad, I have to start at season 1 again because we'd have to. Me and Inga would have to start over.
See, so I think because the new thing now is celebrities, like they're doing podcasts about the shows they were in. So there's an Office podcast with
Yeah.
fucking Pam and Angela. There's a Scrubs podcast with fucking Zach Braff. Yeah, it's Zach Braff, and I can't remember the other guy.
Donald Faison.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. So they do a show, and I'm pretty sure there's a Breaking Bad one. There's a Sopranos one with fucking.
Isn't that Edie Falco?
No, it's the two guys. It's the fucking one, the unibrow guy with the big nose.
Okay.
It's not really narrowing it
You're
down.
telling me
Sopranos.
that
Like
there
the
is more
cheese grater, that
Scrubs
guy?
related content.
Oh,
my
dude,
because
yeah,
Scrubs
absolutely.
is fucking genius.
You know what? Scrubs is a big guilty pleasure.
There's
of mine.
so much Scrubs. Like when the hot girl, the hot blonde girl, is like, she's got like some low cut shirt on, and Zach Braff is just there like fucking struggling, and she's just like, just look at them before you break your neck,
What?
and he's like, okay,
But didn't Zach Braff beat up a kid?
what?
I don't know.
I think there's a thing about a video. of
Got the
Fuck.
Zach Braff that I
You're
know.
kidding me.
Also, that hot blonde was the second Becky in Roseanne.
Sarah
Oh,
Chalk.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
Sarah
show
Chalk, yeah.
that show is so genius. There's I probably like the second episode I watched of that show is like there's a guy like a doctor with a beard, and the whole episode they're just like, I don't know, Dr. Beardface. They just keep calling him Beardface the whole episode, and then right at the end of the episode, he just loses it. He's like, fuck, it's pronounced Beardface. And I shit my pants fucking laughing for like 20 minutes about that. It's just so, they're just pronouncing it wrong. It's not because he has a beard.
The second Becky is in the Roseanne revival too.
Yeah,
That's a different character, which
Really?
is kind of cool that they did that. Yeah,
Like the same.
it's the original Becky came back, but they also included the second Becky as like a different character in the Roseanne
Oh,
revival.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I totally beat up a 12-year-old kid on camera.
Oh no.
So fuck Scrubs.
That's
Well,
fair.
like
That's
what
fair.
a dick. I mean, like, but like, what happened?
Yeah, what's the context?
What happened?
Uh,
What
a
there's
kid pretended to pour paint on his car and he beat him up.
wow.
I'm not sure.
It was filmed. It was an episode of Punk'd, but he didn't know, because.
Are you
And then he
serious?
beat up the kid.
It's an episode of Punk.
Ashton Kutcher's like, whoa. Fuck.
Hey, do you know that Eric Foreman was the only one of that 70s show that he wouldn't punk? Because Eric Foreman apparently doesn't have a sense of humor. Well,
There it is.
like the guy.
Fake doctors, real friends.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
What a great name. Fake doctors, real friends. Okay.
Hey, we should all give our spoiler alert opinions about gender reveal parties.
Do you know what a spoiler alert even is?
Well,
You're the spoiler king.
the
man.
opinions of us are spoilers. 'cause
No, they're not spoilers because people tune in to find out what our opinions are of things.
it's not. Well, then we can just put a little blurb at the blog saying spoiler alert. Find out what our
fucking
reveals
guy
of
writes
gender reveal.
one blog. He's we're gonna do this on the blog.
I got fucking ideas.
Yeah,
man.
you're getting pretty
Spoiler.
cocky
Don't
there, big
create-
guy.
don't
Too big for your
creatively-
britches. The other
Okay,
day,
so-
Creatively stun me.
Everybody at Justin because legit
Mighty
does not
Wheels.
understand whatever at Mighty Wheels. he legit does not understand a
I know
spoiler
what he meant.
because
guy-
oh hey,
you
I'm
get
gonna
little-
give my opinion on something. Spoiler alert! It's shitty. Would be a spoiler alert. But
but
saying spoiler alert, we're gonna give our opinions is not a fucking spoiler. People
why
are
you-
here.
Is that why
to
you're
hear
like,
our-
hey, did you hear what happened at the end of Game of Thrones? And everyone's like, oh shit.
I already know it's been spoiled for me. Doesn't mean I'm not
him?
gonna keep watching.
Was it
This
Justin
guy?
that did
It
it?
wasn't just him.
Should we shame him?
It's an iPhone thing.
Was it Justin that did it?
I did not do it. You guys suck. What are you doing?
They're showing
that
that Samsung products are superior.
Yeah, they are.
Gender
Let's go South
reveals.
Korea.
Gender reveals.
Yeah, let's burn down.
I have a revealing statement about that. They're fucking loopy.
That is
loopy.
So stupid.
That is
Why can't you just bake a cake? You get the blue or the pink innard of the cake of the mix.
and then you cut it and you're like,
And then everybody's like, oh, muzzle, it's gonna be a boy. And then you eat the fucking cake. Not, what's it gonna be? Holy shit, it's evacuation.
forest fire. Yeah.
That's the second California wildfire that's been started by a fucking gender reveal party.
Why do you
Seriously?
need to invite people over for a party to reveal the gender of
You know
your
what?
kids?
Spoiler alert: nobody's gonna fucking come over while you're pregnant or have a kid anyway.
This is very true. You have to lure them over with.
I haven't seen Sid since before I had a kid until I offered
That's
some
because
beer.
I'm not welcome there.
I'm not welcome there anymore either. It's fine.
He's afraid of cripples.
There is,
Yeah,
there is
that's probably
a.
true.
There,
Yeah. It's probably
I
true.
was gonna say there is one of those parking cinder blocks.
That is a shitty parking lot behind that building. I can't act. That parking lot doesn't have like any gaps.
Have
or
you
anything.
seen the parking space at my building?
It's really
There's a
shit.
fucking bush taking up half of it.
It's
You know
shitty,
what?
too.
The Ramparts, man. Fuck me. I was trying to get out of the alley the other day, and somebody at the Ramparts, because it's the fucking Ramparts, and some of them are fucking animals there. They fucking put a mattress out, but it fell over, and it just
God.
took up the whole alley. And I was like, I'm not touching that fucking mattress.
Because why would you?
It was
I
COVID
remember-
time. I'm not.
Yeah,
normally,
even
I would
no,
get
that's
out.
not a COVID thing. That's a
No,
fucking.
I don't
I'm not
know.
touching this goddamn
Piss and
mattress.
semen thing.
Normally, I go, fuck, I'll pick it up because, fucking,
Sure.
I'll just get it out.
You're
of the
probably
way.
already wearing your hazmat suit anyway.
No, I wasn't.
Dude, that guy gets wrist deep in feces that aren't
That's-
his sons
that's-
on a daily basis.
That's very true.
And also my sons.
Yeah, well, I hope that's
Still?
less so now.
Oh yeah, he wipes his own ass.
Yeah, good. When I was his age.
But yeah, the mattress, I was just driving around it like half on top of it, and the
drive
whole
over
time
it.
I'm like, fuckers.
They are. They are. I say the same thing. I say the same thing to Kate all the time. And I live in that apartment. And I'm
Yeah.
like, there are some fucking animals.
There's animals that live in that
in
apartment.
this fucking building.
Like it's not. They're not.
The
They're
Ramparts-
fucking animals.
Yeah,
Like,
they're- no, they're-
they're smashing laundry machines. They're fucking
Oh,
throwing their mattresses.
yeah.
You know what? There's some animals that live in the Sunwapta apartments too.
The
And
ramparts are the worst.
the
of
ramparts
the
are
places
bad.
I've lived,
But
100%.
the Sunwaptas, fuck! I walked to the garbage can the other day. There was just like 3 boxes of fucking empty bottles. You know where the fucking recycle is?
Yeah.
Because it isn't here. Why the fuck are
No,
you putting
because
them here?
they keep picking it up.
Yeah.
And this is what I say. This is why I used to always do this at work. Whenever there'd be like a bunch of fucking like cardboard like right at the back door,
Yeah.
I would always say, no, I'm not picking this up. This is the stray cat theory. Or, you know,
Yeah, if you pick
whatever.
it up,
if you
you'll-
pick it up, then they're going to be like, oh, look, it's gone. So I can just leave this here now.
okay.
Because it's just going to fucking disappear later. You fuck that shit. So I say no. I will not feed the stray
Yeah,
cats,
no,
and I
leave
do
it
not
there.
fucking
Leave it
pick
there.
that shit up because I saw that match. So fuck. I'm not gonna mention because I know who did this, but they fucking there was like this big giant fucking box.
So go on.
Oh, yeah.
There was a big giant fucking box, and they put it like upright, covering the entire fucking doors, like to get in.
Oh really?
And I'm like, what in the fuck is this? So I'm just like, I just boot it out of the fucking way.
Yeah. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like, and then I see Angus. So, you know, he comes by. He's got to pick this shit up.
Yeah. He's like,
Chad.
what the fuck? Yeah. He's working there. He's like,
And I see him, and I just like it looks like you see him. You know, we share like a moment of like,
fucking children. you know? It's like living with children. When you live in one of these apartment buildings, it's like living with children. It's like there's no responsibility. It's like they never learn how to be a fucking grown up.
and then that time I came out to meet you to come to watch the pod, and I was griping about the garbage because like 'cause you have the dumpster.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that during like COVID time. Was there like did like the garbage people like were they just working less, or was there like layoffs and
No,
it
no,
wasn't
no. It's just a
picked up as
fucking. I
much?
don't know how we produce most of the world's garbage in the ramparts somehow.
Well, no, and it's not only that. It's like
I
it's like
thought-
here's a fucking couch. Oh, I might as well put it by the dumpster.
Yeah, well, let's do it by the dumpster.
Yeah, but and it's because there could be reasons. One of which is they probably don't have a fucking car or a truck or some way to get that to the dump. And even if they did, they probably wouldn't do it because they're
But you
fucking.
could call Cam or whatever, be like, "Hey, can you help me remove this?"
You
shit?"
probably
Like,
could, and it's possible they don't know they could do that. But also, it's like the town used to do. The municipality of Jasper used to do a thing called the town cleanup, and they did it every single spring. And if you wanted shit hauled to the dump, you just had to haul it to the curb.
Yeah.
Sid and I used to go around every year and pick up free shit. We called it free shit day. It's free shit day. And we would drive around and we would get free shit. We get coats, we get fucking bags, we get games, we get anything. It's all free shit day. But that's the thing is if you had some shit that you didn't want, you could fucking take it to the curb and the town would bring a loader, put in a dump truck, and the whole town would be clean. They call it town cleanup. Then the town was like, that's getting too expensive to clean this town. We're not getting it. We only want tourist income and no expenses.
Yeah.
And also your taxes. So they quit doing that. And
Oh,
now,
is that
now the
what- is
town
that
is
what
loaded
happened?
with fucking couches and fucking shit by dumpsters
Yeah.
because no one's got any method to get it out.
I have one addendum to Tyson's story is they only did it the 1 year too. Like,
No,
it was-
they did it all the time. They did it for years.
I don't recall them being like it being a thing.
Yeah, they did it
Aside
for
from that
years.
1
It's just-
year.
yeah, well, that 1 year is because we were like, it's free shit day.
Yeah,
and
because
you
they
and me
used to have like fucking spring cleaning days, leave all your big furniture and shit by the dumpster. But
Yeah, that was kind of it. That was exact. Like they would do that,
yeah,
but
they
everybody would.
marketed it as a thing before, and they did front street pickup. That I only remember that happening that 1 year because we found board games and
Yeah, we
like
got
you said,
all-
coats. You had that fucking
I got that leather skin or whatever sheepskin coat thing.
leather skin,
Leather skin, sheepskin.
that human skin that was all leathery coat. That was, yeah. But
yeah, like
no.
so, but still, like
Well, this town
if
needs to
like sort your shit out and get your shit to the garbage. It's not our responsibility to live amongst your fucking shit.
And this
like,
is why I think the Ramparts is terrible. That like was always the worst when I lived there. There would be here's 3 chairs, or here's a bag of dirty diapers that doesn't fit in there, or oh the garbage doesn't fit. Okay, we'll just throw it on top, and it's like, just have a little respect for your neighbor and your community, and don't fucking do that.
See, that was my big gripe that I was saying to Tyson was like, so you have the dumpster, and then there's the big door on the right, and then there's the little door on the left. Well, everybody throws their garbage just on the right side.
Yeah.
So then it's just like it's so that there's been times where like the fucking flap it's open, and there's just garbage spilling out, and then you go to the right side, empty. Empty. You lift it up, you put your fucking arm in, and you fling it to the left.
I have taken
what I
my
do.
garbage to the bin and seen that it's super full, and I have carried it for a block to a bin that is not.
I've seen people
difficult.
driving down the alley with the garbage bag on the hood
yeah,
of
you
the car.
just-
I've done that before.
And I'm like, that is so fucking small town. Like,
Yeah,
I love shit like
I've
that.
done that
Hey, dude,
before.
if
I
the
just
bin wasn't walking before my vehicle,
I'm surprised it wasn't like the guy's 12-year-old kid fucking like, oh, just drive the car down to the end of the block there.
bit me up a switch of brandy and you kind of way back.
But I just don't get it because it's not that hard to be fucking conscientious.
Oh, it's so hard. It's
Well, for the
so
people that live in
hard.
some of the apartment buildings that have never learned how to be a fucking adult, yes, it is. And I've like
I
just
think it's
look at
that-
the people who I live with who fucking look at the laundry room and say no laundry after 10, and they go, yeah, it doesn't mean me.
For me.
That doesn't mean me. And then they
That's
just
not like them learning how to be an adult. That's just
Yes,
them.
it is.
That's just them being fuck you. I'll just do what I want. It's just selfish people thinking about
It's
themselves
the
and not
same
caring.
mentality that we have developed like an anger and aggression towards tourists for having that. Well, I pay to be here, so how dare they enforce the rules? It's the same thing as that dude in fucking Red Deer who's yelling about how he's going to go beat up his kid's parents because they made him wear a mask and his kid came home sad because he had to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And this dude's like, well, I'm going to walk my kid to school today and I'll be waiting for them to tell him to put on a mask. I'm going to knock their, like, it's that mentality.
Christ.
It's that,
Yeah,
I
but-
deserve everything because I do whatever. You know
and
what?
I lack
you fucking
basic
don't.
intelligence.
Nobody.
That sounds like that
we don't
guy.
deserve 90% of the shit that we have as a first world
We
country.
don't.
Absolutely. I
We
100%
should
agree
be
with that.
Thankful for what we
So
have.
fortunate.
So quit acting so fucking entitled all the time about it and just fucking live your life like a grown ass fucking human being and fucking treat everybody with respect.
Wait, what do you mean?
Throw
You
your
mean
fucking
us? You
no.
telling us? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Fuck.
Specifically, you.
Specifically,
shut up about the garbage, man.
specifically, you three.
Well, you see this in every subculture as well. Like, watch video game stuff where people are like, well, this isn't what I wanted, and so like I'm just fucking angry about it. And it's like, well, it's not fucking just for you.
Wasn't that the big shit about like Last of Us 2? Was that it was like a lesbian
Absolutely.
Jew?
Yeah.
Fucking-
Yeah.
And they were like,
And
what
they're
the
just like-
fuck?
And also there was a
death threats to the
Not
voice
only
actors,
is
to
it
the
a
voice
girl,
actors.
it's a Jewish lesbian.
Yeah, they made
yeah, what the fuck?
But
Yeah.
to the voice actors who are reading a script and acting, and I might add, acting incredibly well.
It was so well done.
We always big up the.
Yeah, that didn't really worry me at all. I was just kind of like, cool, I got to play as
Who the fuck? It's a video game
Yeah.
character.
It didn't even occur to me to be like, oh,
This person who went through nothing but suffering and was like, gone through hell, walked across the goddamn country, and most people couldn't survive it, just to have like this fucked up thing happen. On top of all the already fucked up things, oh shit, she's found happiness. Damn.
You know
But
what?
I don't approve of her happiness. I want her to be happy.
You know what
but
was so
in my
funny?
like, fuck off.
Could you imagine if people found out like Batman was like a Quaker or something, and they were like, "Fuck"?
I guarantee
I
you.
get that. We don't want the fucking Quakers.
I guarantee you, there's people that think something.
The fucking
like that
Flash is a Mennonite. What the fuck? Fuck him now. Screw
You know what?
him.
I knew there was a big thing about Last of Us 2, and while I was playing it, I just went, sweet, I get to play as Ellie, and I'm gonna like watch her like grow up, like because I
Yeah.
played The Walking Dead where you play as Clementine, and you like she grows and becomes like this tough, like she starts as this scared little kid and becomes this fucking tough as fuck, like you don't fuck with her. So I was like, oh great, you get to play as Ellie, and then as soon as she was like making out with the chick on the couch, I was like, that's why everybody's pissed off, like. That's
get it,
probably
I get it, yeah.
okay. That's what probably set
Can't have
everybody
that
off.
now.
Not like I gave a fuck about. Like I was just like fucking psyched to play as Ellie and then and Dina, and like it was great to, but like as soon as it happened, I was like, that's why all the fucking people are pissed
I'm
off.
just
I bet.
picturing like.
You'll come across more reasons why people are pissed off.
okay,
if
'cause
you
I
just
knew
look
people
up
were
that
pissed
absolutely.
off.
Absolutely.
That is the small thing that people were angry.
Oh, okay,
about.
yeah.
I
All right,
always
well.
try to picture like in that scenario where it's like the person is not just like some angry, irrational person. They are a little rational because they're like lesbian. Why is she? Oh, they're kissing. Well, turn that off. That's well, we're done with that.
I don't
now,
think I've
guess.
ever seen two chicks kissing and turned it off in my whole life.
Yeah, can't think of a time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. If
But,
I
like-
saw two chicks kissing, I was like, all right.
You know what made me mad in that scene? I was like, they're getting fucking high when they're supposed to be fucking doing a goddamn
You know
job.
what? I thought that too because I was like,
Dude comes in, his ex-girlfriend's naked with his friend. Shit. He's
I was
mad
like,
because they weren't doing their fucking job.
I tried to think like I lived through where my whole life was where zombies were normal, and it was weird that normal life that we know is weird. So like I was like, I wouldn't be getting high if there was zombies around because I want to be ready to fucking kill some zombies.
Hey Tyson, you got some tubs to install. Let's smoke a joint, fuck, and then go install some.
yeah, like
That's
but
not
then,
how responsibility
I
works.
knew it.
but then
Is
I
that what we
st-
should be doing before the show? We got this podcast, so
we're gonna put in some
Oh,
tubs
let's-
and get
yeah,
high
let's
and then
get-
fucking do the show.
bang some heroin and let's do it.
Let's go.
Naked.
Yeah, let's
Getting on that time.
Let's fucking beatnik house party for sure.
But yeah, no, I thought like, oh well, if I lived through a whole zombie apocalypse for my whole life, and that was what was normal since I was a small kid, I'd probably want to fucking break too.
Dude, if I found a grow up on my daily
Yeah,
job,
I'd probably be
like,
like, yeah, I
shit,
want to
son,
break.
I'm
Like I'm gonna get murdered by zombies tomorrow.
You know what? I'm
So-
gonna treat myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna get high right now because I literally could get zombies could bust in here at any moment and I could die. So I'm just gonna.
And if there's a grow up, there's probably a beer fridge somewhere on.
There's
premises,
gotta be, and you'd be like,
so,
fucking sweet gluten-free
like-
beer. Yeah.
Dude, you would be fucked in an apocalypse. People are like killing
Gluten
sheep
what?
and making bread.
Yeah, gluten what? You better eat this fucking bread, Sonny.
Yeah, I was gonna say this fucking pandemic. All
Yeah,
I'm
but
seeing
it-
on fucking social media is goddamn everyone's baking sourdough
It'd be-
fucking
it'd be-
bread. I'm
it'd-
like,
it'd be
poor
like
Tyson would
natural.
die.
Yeah, fucking can't eat that shit.
Yeah, you'd be making like natural, actual bread, not like processed, manufactured.
It's
bread.
so
You'd be
weird.
That has
dog.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
We live in glutonia.
I just think it's so weird that like people lived off bread for thousands of years, and now like
People also died at 30. So-
Yeah.
Well,
so
and
when
like-
they
and
got
like-
the red elbows and they croaked at 16, they were like, well, he probably had the cold.
No,
He probably- he
Put
got-
some leeches on him.
He had thrush.
there are
Pour,
certain-
pour some milk in his ear and put a leech on his eye.
Get to bleed him out for fucking
What?
2 liters and call her a day.
It's good enough for the King of England.
Fuck.
You know, there's been 5.
It's like you're still pretty sick. We better drain some more blood from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
I'm so
Lord.
pale and I feel weak. Oh, better drain some more blood.
Yeah.
yeah, what's that called? Like there's the 2 phlegms, blood and
Blood. I don't know.
Bloodletting?
yeah, but no, there was like black phlegm, yellow phlegm, blood, and something else that were
Where
like the
was
4
this?
This was like a medieval.
Doctor.
It was like it was the 4 things that had to be kept in balance to keep you alive.
Ye old fact checker. Sir, a true one.
Please fact
Would
check
you be
us.
so kind?
I can hear him shaking his head.
During the Black Plague.
I think that Shoot One's probably been shaking his head since we started this fucking show.
I think he might have been like, "Uh-oh, dark web," and then,
Yeah.
but then we went back up again, and we.
We brought it back. We brought it back.
We brought it back.
We brought it back.
I have a feeling if this was like episode 28, this would have been like we would have had to do like 3 shows.
Jesus Christ.
I think we do quite a good job, all things considering.
Well, considering how many beers were consumed,
Well, you know.
fuck. Surprised we put out a show at all on episode 28.
You know who
20
else
Fucking whatever. it
did
was.
a good job?
Who's that?
That would be Klaus Vorman.
Klaus Foreman.
Klaus
is that?
Vorman.
Klaus Foreman?
He drew the cover art for the Beatles album Revolver.
Well done.
Are you just going to talk about your favorite album covers?
Well, let's see. There's Hard Day's Night. There's fucking With the Beatles.
I just want to give you a bunch of shit.
Is there a
Because-
is there a theme to your favorite album covers? Sounds like there's a theme.
Yeah, Beatles, British,
Yeah.
mid '60s rock acts.
Yeah.
British pop, huh?
Pop. Coming around the Mersey River.
Okay, before we totally transition to this, the humorism or humoral theory of humoralism. Oh, this sounds silly. What? But the 4 humors they thought were black bile, yellow bile, phlegm, and blood. And if those were out of whack, then that's why you're sick, sir.
That,
So we'll
that
give you
makes
some
sense. That sounds like
leeches
some.
or some this or that. And yeah, fuck.
Get some, you get some snake piss. Fucking mix it in with the. Gotta have your eye of newt.
That was only in the Wild West, dude. They didn't have that shit.
No, they had potent bitters and
Snake oil and whatnot.
yeah, miracle tonics. Yeesh. Still time.
It's only the third quarter.
Talking about black
Yeah.
Sam.
60-55 Celtics.
Lots of time.
It
Lots of
was
time.
like that was from like Hippocrates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Anywho,
So, favorite album covers, guys. I want to hear Daniel's because he started this. I want to hear it.
Well, I mean, I always go back to those albums from like the '60s. Like the Jimi Hendrix albums or like some of the Rolling Stones. But yeah, my absolute all-time favorite album cover is by far the Revolver album. There's so much going on in that because it's all hand drawn and there's there's like little pictures of them like in each other's ears and shit, and it's just a really great iconic album cover that it makes me want to listen to the album. Like if I'm scrolling through like on my Spotify, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna listen to Revolver.
I'm going to listen to
right now.
Revolver, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to say, Revolver was on my list, too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's a great,
Absolutely
it's a
was.
great album.
Any other album, Daniels, you had?
You know what? My Limp Bizkit fandom will shine through because like Significant Other.
Fuck.
And,
Quit taking every one of my albums.
well, I'll say Significant Other.
That's the one.
That's the one. Okay, because I also like Chocolate Starfish because I like that weird. Like again, I like that weird
was
art.
weird.
you little
The
long
little
arm babies.
Yeah,
Sitting in hot dogs, like
yeah. It's so fucking weird.
with
wacky
Significant Other's
shit.
rad with like the guy he's doing like the
I feel that
symbol,
like
he's-
encompass like the '90s kind of hip hop.
New metal
Yeah,
vibe
that
because
whole-
Korn had to follow the not follow the leader. What was that album called?
I have no idea.
For what cover? Like the Todd McFarlane cover with
Yeah.
the little girl. doing
Yeah,
hopscotch.
what's that album called?
That's Follow the Leader.
But that's the song.
That's the album.
Okay. Wow.
Where it starts at track
old.
like fucking 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah, you're right,
the-
you're right, you're
it's the
right.
successor to Life is Peachy.
Yeah. That's a great album cover. Because like you open it up and it just keeps fucking going. And as to what Chad posted on Facebook, where he was like, "Hey, does like inside art count?" And he referenced the poster from that Queen album with all the naked chicks on the bikes,
Oh yeah.
which is dope, obviously.
And then
Okay,
Jack
so-
asked me, was like, "Is that count? Is that on the cover?"
Yeah, well, that's
because I'm stupid.
idiot.
Yeah, because like
So wait,
there's-
so hang on. So you got Revolver and you got Significant Other.
Yep.
Okay, as your
And-
some of your favorites.
And follow the leader.
And follow
Yeah.
leader. Okay. All right, Squeed. What do you got?
wow.
Or do you want me
Like,
to
for
skip
fa-
you until you
No,
get your
for favorites in general, like, fuck, it's hard to say, man. There's so many that are just like eye catching or things that just. A lot of like death metal bands have fucking amazing album art, like Cannibal Corpse. I don't know. It's hard to think about it. One that stands out in mind so much for me would be like Portrait of an American Family, Marilyn Manson's first like studio album. 'Cause it's got this like little redneck, inbred, alcoholic, abusive claymation family on the cover, and it's just like you want to keep looking, but the more you look, the more unsettling it kind of is. And it's still, after all these years, is one of those covers where I look at it and I'm just like, it kind of like epitomizes everything in that album for me. When I hear a song from that, I see that, and when I see that, I hear the music from it. You know, Tool had some cool one, like the David Gray. I think it's David Gray. Fuck, Alex Gray. That's terrible. The artist that does a lot of that kind of dimethyltryptamine, spiritual, skeletal art stuff. I think it's a husband and wife couple that do it, but they did like Lateralis' cover. That's a stellar album.
That's a
cover.
great album cover.
Right?
The Tool, I like the Tool ones. They're very simple, but they're just like they fucking grab you in. And
Yeah. There's man, it's tough though, because there's so much. I think like the MTV and the Much Music era really brought in a whole new swath of stylings to album covers. Because as someone who's like had a lot of records and stuff, you know, it's usually a picture of the band with like a circle around them, and then like band, album, and it's kind of lame. Aside from, you know, Iron Maiden, I guess metal probably really started it. I feel like metal really started the cool album
I
covers.
can see that for sure. Yeah.
But it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard because every day you listen to different songs, you're just like, oh shit, yeah. And the representation of this music of this band is,
And art is subjective. Like it's all everybody's taste of like art. Like
guess
my
so,
favorite
yeah.
albums are like covers are like literally every Meatloaf album is a work of art.
I agree with you here.
Yeah.
Literally every Carlos Santana
Yeah,
album is a work
yeah.
of art. Like
I agree with you with the
They're, like,
Meatloaf
so,
with like the
and-
Bat Out of Hell
yeah,
and,
yeah,
the,
they're
and the
so-
Back End of Hell and like
Yeah.
even like Welcome to the Neighborhood.
yeah,
You know,
they're
like
they're all beautiful works of art that I would gladly put all up on my walls for sure. For sure.
Meatloaf good, Santana good. I agree.
And then Marvin Gaye, I got I Want You album, has a really good painting by a guy named Ernie Barnes, which is kind of like just like a scene in like a black nightclub, which is a really well done painting. It's very abstract. It's kind of like a polygonal kind of art, which is I think it's like more surreal kind of painting. It's really nice. And then I got a bunch of like photograph arts too, like David Bowie's iconic Aladdin Sane album, which is like his one of his first like publicity paintings or shots of him as Ziggy Stardust with his like lightning bolt face paint.
that fucking orange mullet.
Yeah, buddy.
Thing.
The orange
You
bullet
look like
thing.
one of the fucking what's that? Fucking,
Just for reference, we're gonna try to have some of these album covers
Yeah,
up on,
yeah,
up
yeah,
on
we'll
Twitter.
post
Okay, we'll do that.
and,
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing too.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Just so you can hear what we're talking about or see what we're talking about.
Add to Marilyn Manson's new album dropped today, and the watercolor he painted, the self-portrait he painted for the album cover is fucking awesome. His watercolor work is pretty sweet, pretty deranged and depressing.
Does he
Some of
do his
it's-
own like our album covers?
Well, he's because he, you know, since he started painting, I think he has a lot of say in the artistic direction of most of his shit.
I would imagine. Yeah.
But yeah, like the new album cover is fucking beautiful.
That's really cool.
I really like it. His art's pretty sweet.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
But, like we had a few people kind of submit what theirs are as well.
Does anybody want to hear what mine is before we do that?
No, I think we're gonna
no,
move.
not really.
Kind of done.
I thought I already listed all yours.
Yeah. You know what? You fucking near did. I only had 2 to add to that, and that was the Santana Supernatural album. You already said
Yep.
That's a
Santana,
great
and pretty much Santana Supernatural, and
Yep.
the Rush 2112.
Yeah.
Is excellent. It's like a pentagram with a bunch of neon colors,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that album cover, and I love that album. So that might be a reason why I love the album cover so much.
Well, there was definitely something I miss about when we had the record shop here. Like on
Yeah.
payday, I'd go down and I'd just scan through the albums.
Flipping
And I remember, like,
I miss
I
that.
first listened to Mos Def because of the album cover for The New Danger, and I was just like, this looks fucking cool.
But you know how they say like you shouldn't judge a book by the cover,
That's
but
the
then you're
fucking
flipping
point of the
through.
cover.
Yeah, you're flipping through a CD, like you're flipping through all the albums, and you're like, well, that looks pretty fucking cool. And then you see it's like a genre that you enjoy. Like, well, I'm gonna fucking listen to that.
I
'cause-
feel like that statement comes from the time where there was leather-bound books with the name of the book on the spine. So it's like, well, I don't know, I don't like green, so I'm not going to read that fucking book. You know,
Yeah.
like you go to waltzing the aisles of cinema back when we still had the video stop in a physical realm. And I used to like going and picking up a movie because instead of fucking Netflix and shit, you just walk and you go, oh, what's that? That looks like it could be cool. And then you pass it to your significant other. You both read the little paragraph. You go, shit, yeah, cool.
That sounds
On
alright.
Netflix, it's like, oh, here's a trailer. Well, that looks like shit. Because like half of their trailers are 20-second blurbs in the middle of the movie, and there's no context and no understanding.
So wait, what did the listeners say?
Well, like number one is definitely a dude going like 69ing with a sheep.
So that had to be Chad.
It was Chris Oxley.
It was Chris Oxley.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no effects, eating lamb, and like
Oh,
that
okay.
dude is fucking eating
Oh
lamb.
wow,
He-
that
he
is
does-
that is
he
a
loves
fucking
NoFX.
crazy album
Well,
cover.
no effects is fucking awesome.
NoFX
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
Got the fine lady wife of the good Sir Daniels here with the 40 ounces to freedom, the sublime
Oh,
sun.
that is so good.
That's a good one
With
too.
the
for sure.
sun,
Yeah,
with the
like
sun, that is so
super sad
good.
sun.
Yeah.
It is solid. That bad. That like just looking at that with all the little imagery throughout the sun.
All right, who else we got on the from the Facebook feed?
Another Daniels person.
Fuck, so many.
Gregory has the Beatles' Rubber Soul.
Oh, that is also good.
He doesn't say why. Most people didn't say why. I get it. But like
Most
see
people.
that's kind of that era of album cover where I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like got like
There's
the
some
'60s
faces
writing and
and,
everything, right? Like,
Yeah, if without the writing, I think that would be a super lackluster album cover.
yeah, but it's got all the Beatles.
Are you saying
Rubber Soul.
talking about River Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but that's such a great album cover. That's actually my brother said that because that's like his favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
What is?
explain to what's so great about it? Because
Yeah, what's the
got
I
context?
feel like it's kind of
Look, it's got the '60s writing and the greatest fucking musicians of all time.
I think it's what you say. Like this is one of my favorite Beatles albums. So because I love that album so much, it's just there's like it's just I don't know. What I see is like, come on in, you're gonna have a good time.
yeah, fair.
We've got songs. You got like little Ringo in the back.
Yeah, we've got songs.
Yeah, well, and of
I
course
wrote
it's all
one.
gonna be subjective, right? Because it's gonna be.
They put it on the fridge.
Of course,
Good
it's
job,
gonna be subjective,
Ringo.
right? 'Cause you can look at an
Aw.
album cover and it could be just like black with a little bit of white text. You could be like, that,
like the
but
Spinal Tap.
But that album has so much significance for me
Right,
that
right.
album cover sparks emotion in me.
Like I had one person they didn't post a picture or anything, but they told me the was it the Sticky Fingers, the Rolling Stones, which was like the guy, like it was just like the pair of jeans, but there was a zipper on the jeans that you could unzip them. I think it was Sticky Fingers.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It's like kind of like a living.
What happens when you open the jeans?
Nothing. No, there's no penis.
I got another
No, I'm
one.
sure there wouldn't be.
They wouldn't let John and Yoko do it. They're not gonna let fucking Mick Jagger do it.
I got another one. As soon as you said jeans, is Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA,
Yes.
when he's got the
That's
when
a
he's
very-
got
that's
the
a
ball
very
cap in
iconic
his back
one.
pocket.
That's a fucking great album.
It's a very
It's a
iconic
great album,
Yeah, I love
and it's a
the
great
boss.
album cover. But man, is that album so good? Quite possibly my favorite Bruce Springsteen album of all. And I mean, there's like Born Around is pretty good too, but I think Born in the USA. Born in this, born in that, born in wherever with Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen was born, man.
He was born
He
somewhere.
wants
He's
you to
born
know
to
it.
run and born in the USA. But there's so many good things like in Born in the USA. Like Darlington County is my favorite song on that whole album. And
Yeah, yeah.
There's so many things like even Born in the USA is a great song about like he talks about like the Vietnam War in that song and like Darlington County talks about having a good time with his buddies.
Yeah.
And Glory Days, he talks about the fucking glory days, about
Yeah,
like
man.
how like life's not the same anymore. But he likes to go back and have some beers with people he used to hang out with in the glory days to talk about the glory days.
Yeah.
Back in the time of segregation and white supremacy.
Well, maybe those
I don't think Bruce Springsteen was
Just
about
that-
I don't think it was
segregation.
about
It's
that.
the
He's like in
segregation
Jersey,
Good
man.
old
He's-
boys.
Plus, he's
going
from
out.
Philly, man. Those guys.
Yeah, wasn't he
fucking-
in Jersey? He's in
thought it was
Jersey.
Philly.
It might be Philly. I don't know.
No, you know what? I'm just thinking of his fucking song from the Philadelphia fucking
Okay.
soundtrack. Yeah, no, I think you're right. He's
Jersey.
New Jersey.
I think he was
yeah.
a Jersey boy.
We also got some good ones from Ox because you know he loves fucking punk. So there are he's got some great No Effects ones in here. What is this band name? I can't fucking read this.
No Effects.
Oh, the Dago Abortions. That's a Canadian punk band. Dude,
So there you go.
The fucking, I think it's the drummer owns a head shop in Vic.
Really?
Yeah.
Dago Abortions.
This
I
is a
did
great
not
one
know
of Nancy Reagan and Ronald Reagan, and there's
Holy fuck! Put it away before Wheels gets a boner.
Yeah, Nancy Reagan's gonna give him a fucking stiffy for sure.
She's dead. That's where I draw the line.
Oh,
Is it?
oh.
B Web put in one.
That's just someone getting harassed by the cops.
No, this was Illis and Esso. This was on my
Bliss and us.
Oh, Bliss and
Bliss and
Esso.
Esso. Sorry,
Bliss
Sorry.
and Esso was awesome.
Australian
Yeah.
hip-hop.
Sorry, which is great, and this is like trance.
No, it's
No,
hip
it's
hop.
yeah.
Hip hop? Is it hip hop?
Bliss and Esso is Australian hip hop. They have a
getting
fucking
my-
awesome song about how their grandma's badass. I posted it to my grandma's Facebook wall, and she just shook her head at me.
Nice.
Yeah, there's two that he put up that I'll share back onto Twitter and whatnot that are just really really good, like great, like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one right there.
Oh, shit,
That's-
that's
Yeah, and for anyone
Bliss
who-
and Esso has pretty. Mick showed me those guys. And,
Yeah,
and they
anyone
were
who
pretty
likes
awesome.
like backpack rap, like.
you like
good
horror show
hip-hop.
too. Horror show is awesome. Australian rap.
But yeah, Bliss and Esso is fucking stellar, just like backpack rap. I don't know. That's the, just the kind of like head hip hop. It's good shit.
Laura Park. She also shared Alan Jackson's "A Lot About Lovin'," which you know what? Like I'm not a big country guy, but this is just a fucking.
oh, he's on the motorbike.
You know what I mean? Like that's just a good
That's a
fucking
that's
album.
a cool.
You know what?
picture.
Yeah,
He's
It's
on the motorbike
he's
and
a
he doesn't give a
cool guy.
fuck.
He's
No,
a
he
cool
does
guy.
not.
He's like I don't give a fuck. I have 7 of these motorbikes.
Good to
It's
sing
It's
loudly.
a panhead. All right, so
a motorbike.
it's a panhead.
It's a bike with a motor on it.
No, it's a panhead.
I was super into the album cover of Shania Twain's first album.
Yeah, so
You're
was I.
fucking-
So was everybody.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
So was
of
every
course.
male on earth.
yeah.
young Celine Dion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that
I
one
mean,
there on the table.
anytime.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
That's the tweet.
Probably anytime Shania Twain.
See, but-
Probably even now.
Sharon
I would
Good looking
imagine.
gal. She's a good looking gal.
I would imagine she did that. She did that. What's like the man I feel like a woman video.
That's
Where
what
she
it is.
slowly gets less
Yep.
clothes on the whole video.
This is true.
And you're like, wow, this is fantastic.
I haven't watched that in a while. I might have to watch that
Yeah,
again.
it's a fantastic music video.
Sounds really
Maybe we
good.
should start talking about our favorite music videos.
So like we've got a
Comment, maybe next episode.
we've got another guy who agrees with like the heavy metal albums here. My cousin Garton there. It's got Suicide Silence. I've never heard of the band myself, but the Black Crown. It's fucking
That's a cool image for sure.
yeah, super skeletal, kind of like a skeletal shrine
Yeah.
with like the all-seeing eye at the base of it. Yeah, death metal and heavy metal, and I kind of feel like there's probably screamo. Album covers are super.
You said
intricate.
Greg Garten?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Screamo.
yeah. I figured,
That's
I
good.
figured. I figured. But like metal, that kind of fucking aggressive music usually has stellar art cover. Like
And I've
every Cannibal
yeah.
Corpse album has just amazing art that usually folds out in just this like gore-infested erotic journey.
those guys are super artistic. Like they're probably just making that kind of art all over their house, or they know people that do that
yeah,
kind of art.
I don't know if they're the ones making that art, but that art's usually pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
There's a few stellar Necro album covers like that as well. So our good loyal listener Bianca submitted an Infected Mushroom album cover, which anyone who hasn't listened to Infected Mushroom should. They're fucking awesome. but this was the album cover for "I'm the Supervisor." Ha, nice. But like, Infected Mushroom is awesome. Trancy, fuck, they're great. I saw them live, sadly, when they were touring with a band and doing kind of like this new stuff, and I dug it, but not as much as like Classical Mushroom. Oh, so good. But yeah,
Yeah, actually, your dad dropped one in here too.
yeah. Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, Blue Oyster. This is a really good album cover.
What BOC is? Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, it says Blue Oyster Cult under the letters.
BOC, man.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult.
I didn't know that BOC was Blue Oyster Cult,
What you think, man?
not BOC.
I guess he was probably old when that album came out. A little too old for the kids rock and roll.
That devil music.
Yeah, that's my dad's era. So yeah, I guess you're a little old.
That is a great album cover, though. I will say that.
It is stellar. Actually, on the walk over here, I was going to Eric's place to have a beer, and my dad's like, "Oh, hey, I put my favorite album art up." I was like, "What? Really?" It's like, "Yeah, listen now." Also, Blue Oyster Cult. I was like, "Shit, yeah, yeah."
Awesome.
My mom actually sent me in, and I think this is probably one of the most iconic, if not the Sgt. Pepper's. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
yeah.
Cool.
You
Your
know,
mom,
that's
your mom
fine.
listens to us too.
She doesn't listen to us.
No.
But,
Wisely.
she certainly follows and supports.
That's awesome.
Wisely, she doesn't listen to it.
Yeah, I think she would be like,
Wow.
wow, that's well. Certainly not any language.
I won't show that to my friends.
But yeah, no, it's just Sgt. Pepper. I mean, fuck. I mean, does it get more iconic?
No, that is amazing.
Love or hate him.
My childhood, I had the poster where it like had like the breakdown of every person.
So much
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
That album.
The
cover.
fun part about that, because obviously my mom had that vinyl, and although she did deface it with fucking "I love fucking Paul," but there was cutouts in that fucking thing. So you got like, there was like a fucking there was like mustache cutouts, and there was like patch cutouts, and
Isn't that the one where Paul is facing backwards, or is that a
on
different?
on the back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
he's
'cause
facing the
on
wrong
front,
way.
they're all in their like
Yeah, but
marching band.
he's
That-
facing backwards, and everyone else is facing forwards.
That
and-
was
yeah.
that was the first Beatles CD I ever bought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a good
100%.
start.
I fucking love their Let's Do Acid.
Big time.
You know what? We were watching that Beatles show at the Legion, and they fucked off for their break, and we were all like, "Wouldn't that be fucking rad if they showed up?" Because they were in their Ed Sullivan show
the
suits
straight tie shit.
with the their Beatles mop tops or whatever, and then they were like, "Wouldn't that be rad if they came out as Sgt. Pepper for the second act?" And they didn't. But I watched.
Great story.
Yeah, I watched. I'm going somewhere with this. Don't worry. I watched another show on like Netflix or something where it was like Beatles it was like a different cover band, and they did exactly that. They did like 3
Was
acts.
it Rain? It was probably Rain.
I don't know who it was, but they did like 3 acts, and they went through the whole Beatles out, like their whole evolution until
Yeah.
like they broke up. And like their facial hair changed and their hair changed,
Yeah.
and their costumes changed. It was just such a cool, like I wanted to watch the whole concert because it's the closest I'm ever gonna get.
I think it's Rain because I think I saw those guys at Beatle-rama '94.
Oh fuck!
Fucking down at
Sounds
the
like
airport
a
there.
rip roaring good time.
It was big because there I met Cynthia Lennon, John's first wife.
Okay.
I met Paul's half sister.
Peg leg?
I met,
that was-
That's his wife.
That's his
yeah,
ex-wife.
yeah.
Ex-wife. Sorry.
I met Pete Best. Pete Best was
Oh
there.
yeah, Pete Best was there.
Yeah, Pete Best was
The
there.
original, the OG
The
drummer.
OG drummer was there. Yeah, he had a big mustache and a sweater.
Fuck.
And
You're the reason the Beatles are where they are because
how does
in
it
fucking
feel?
Hamburg they
I'm
fucking
so
loved
glad.
you.
I'm so glad I wasn't a fucking teenager because I would have been
Shit.
like, dude, how did you fuck that up?
Like fuck.
Fuck off, cunt.
Yeah. Well, you know how he fucked that up? Well, the Beatles got jealous that he was taking all the attention from the group because he was the Pete Best and the Beatles in Hamburg, and that's how it went down there. And you can fact check that
He
sure
was
one,
an
but I'm
ugly
pretty sure, like John Lennon and George Harrison and Paul, they were like, well, getting a little too big for his britches.
I don't think it was that they were a manufactured band, man. It was probably their
Not
fucking
really.
promoter.
Not really.
Yes, they were.
No, not,
Fuck, there was
pretty
something,
much.
and Struman's gonna have to fucking totally check this one out.
not
But
really.
because
it was
because
Brian
Ringo was there in Germany.
So they were Ringo. Yeah, he played for a different band.
Yeah, he played with Roy Storm and the
Yeah,
Hurricanes.
he played for a
Yeah.
different band.
But there was something going on where like Pete Best was like fucking sick or something, and
Yeah.
Ringo had to fill it, and they were like, he's
Yeah, but also like on the first album, Epstein, like Brian Epstein, was like, when Ringo was playing drums, he was just like, we're gonna get a studio drummer to do this shit. He's just, and so Ringo didn't play on some of those, like
their producer George Martin has a funny story about that, and I think what was the other drummer's name? It was like Andy Williams.
yeah, or something like that.
And-
Like the
and
guy
they
who
were
came from
like-
Australia.
Yeah, and they were like, so they came in with like Ringo, and George Martin's like, and in that British, like, and he's like, well, we've got Andy Williams, thank you very much. We're not going to need you now, will we? It's just like the guy kicked one of like the, like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
If that was like, well, I guess we can't have Ringo in the band anymore. Sorry, Ringo, you're out.
We tried.
I still like Ringo. Shut up, George.
Yeah, like no, the Pete Best was like the good-looking rock star of the group when they were
Yeah,
playing
I
when
thought
they
he
were
was
playing the
ugly
residency in Hamburg.
Yeah.
Before the Beatles became when they were the Beatles, but they weren't the Beatles. Like they weren't the world phenomenon yet. They were like just playing in Germany, and Pete Best was like he was the pull of the crowd to come, and then eventually the Beatles were the Beatles. Like their songs were amazing, but like the rest of the Beatles were like, he's taking too. And then like Epstein and they all just fired him, and Pete Best is like, shit.
That sucks.
Like for no reason other than he was so good. Then that's why Ringo was in the band.
There you go.
Fact check. Shoot one, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went down.
Boom.
So on the last album cover that our friend Neil put in,
Okay, keep going.
I want to do them all because we have actual submissions for this and it's pretty awesome. Would be it's a GIF, but it's definitely representative of the cover of Lateralis by Tool, which I don't know how I foibled the name before, but the artist is Alex Gray. I think I said that eventually.
How
But
did
anyway,
you fuck that up? It's like fucking 3 syllables in both names.
and
I don't know. How do you fuck that up, man?
can you name a cover that he's designed for a book?
I don't even know who you're talking about. Did
Yeah,
you mean you
exactly.
messed up saying the name?
Yeah, I think I was just like, is something Gray? I think it's Alex Gray earlier.
Oh,
and
I see.
just
I see,
want
I
to
see. Okay.
credit where credit
Yeah.
is due.
Also, thanks for putting all your suggestions on the comment thread.
Yes, we really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. Keep when we put a post up there,
Yeah, no, it's stellar.
definitely comment on there and we'll read them off on the show for sure.
Definitely, absolutely. Well, this is the kind of like listener interaction we appreciate. It's awesome that we had
You're
people.
damn right we
do it.
do. So what do you think, boys? Should we call her a day on this one or what?
Yeah, I think this has been a good episode.
Whoa! I think Wheels went to check the score on the basketball game. He doesn't care if we're ending the show.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's great talking with you. We hope that when you go and buy a console this holiday season, that is the PlayStation 5.
God damn right.
Yeah, I was gonna say if anyone's thinking about buying me a Christmas present, my size is PlayStation 5.
Well, I'll get you a recurring subscription of a PlayStation. An Xbox Series S.
No, thank you.
Well, all right, cool. I'll just get two for me.
I thought the cats.
I'll just keep
Such
one in a
good
box.
manners. I'm at Tin Can Blues. You can find me at Tin Can Blues on Twitter and Instagram. And our podcast website is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/my-site. Just go to the Twitter and follow the link. You can follow the link off my Instagram and our Wheels Blues Instagram, which Squeed will tell you about in a minute.
And you better do it because there's actually a new member on the blog.
Is there?
And there is. You didn't notice that double underscores joined the fucking
It's on the Discord.
whatever, the Discord. Fuck you, people. Just go fucking look at shit that we say.
Do our stuff.
Do it. Do it now.
Do our things.
3, 2, 1, now.
Go.
Do it.
Okay, and I've been at Squeed, SKWEED, and you can follow me on the Twitters where I mostly just tweet or retweet Resident Evil stuff and
All
talk
the
about Resident Evil
fucking
stuff.
time.
Or video game stuff in general. And you can follow the Instagram, which I'm really trying to fucking sort out so that we all have access to it, because I'm really bad at social media. Like, I was probably good at it like 10 years ago when I was a spry young chap.
No,
Come on, not you.
No,
You know,
you're
10
good
years
and
ago, you
stuff.
fucking made a post.
Don't placate me. Fuck all of you. I
didn't even say anything.
You especially then. So I'm trying to figure it out so we can all contribute to that, because I'm inept. But yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. It's been a slice as always. And hopefully we'll have a guest where I can be there and we can lose one of these yahoos.
Yeah, that'd be great. I could
That
use the
won't
week
happen.
off.
All right, fine.
We all take this
And,
shit fucking seriously.
And I'm at Eric_83, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Justin Clark, who told me that he listens to the show. So,
that's awesome.
big up JC. Thanks for listening. And I also wanted to just give a quick shout out to my brother for helping me out this week. I don't say it enough. I can say it on the show. I love you, buddy. Thanks.
And I am at Mighty Wheels. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can follow the Facebook Wheels Blues podcast page. And please submit your ideas and comment on all the stuff that we post on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Can I get an amen? There it is. All right. And thanks to everybody that listens. Thanks, Chris Holmes. Thanks, Shroot One. Thanks, everybody else.
Thanks, Dean Rob.
Thanks, friend.
Good evening. My name is Chad Mistwich, and this is All Things Considered. Today,
Yeah, Roy, we're just a couple of blokes sitting around a fucking pub table here.
it's like there's a guy come up and he's like, "Hey, I got this drink. It's made of lemon. It's kind of off its wobble a little bit, but it's good." So he says, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, I'll take the gig." And that is how the Who was formed.
Are you running out of time before you got to go back to work?
I'm just running out of a lot of time.
Yeah,
That's
The
fine.
clock
creeps
is
up
ticking.
on you.
Clock is ticking.
Kind of like how the fall creeped up.
I'm
right?
anxious to get back, but afternoon naps are gone, man.
Yeah, no,
That's it.
it's yeah.
Bullshit.
It happens, man. It happens.
Fuck.
I got to shower now before like 2 o'clock from school.
Yeah, right?
I gotta put pants on.
Yeah, pants. I know,
Pants? What
pants.
pants?
It's hot.
Pants?
Do you, though?
Yeah, I'm on fucking video.
No, you don't
Your
need
legs
pants.
are
You don't
on
need
video?
pants.
What if I forget? What if I
You know, there's not one newscaster wearing a pair of pants. You understand
I
that?
might forget and roll away, and then people will see me without pants on.
All right, Dr. Scott, say what you want.
That's so true. You would.